Yay, I think we are live. Gonna give it a couple of seconds, let some of you guys get online. Yay, we're live. Hi, Marianne. Thank you. I was having some difficulty. I had to restart one of my programs. It wasn't picking up my YouTube. Hi, Connie. Hi, Marianne. Yeah, so I'm right on time, but we're going to give it a couple of minutes for others to come on and join in. I'm sure they'll be here if they're not busy. Hi, Ann. This is our July calendar. The July calendar is out. Guys, I first want to say, usually after I do the happy birthdays that and show the calendar, hi, Melissa, I talk about the giveaway. We are going to have a giveaway. However, it's delayed, and I can't announce it until I get the go-ahead from Cricut. And we've had lots of things going on and some changes, and so it's just delayed. It's coming, but it is delayed. So you guys have patience with me, and we will get that underway. I'll make sure that everybody is aware. I'll post it in the groups just as soon as I possibly can. I can't, if you're on Patreon, guys, I can't announce giveaways on Patreon. They don't allow it. If you even type the word giveaway, then you'll get a strike. If you try to post it, it won't let you post it, and this, that, and the other. So make sure that you're checking the craftingwithapril.co website on the Cricut giveaway tab for that giveaway, and it will come as soon as I can get it put up. I'm glad you got here too, Connie. Today's lesson is simple. We are in our 12 days of Christmas. So actually, I'm going to call it my month of Christmas because I'm doing it a little different than I usually do it. Used to, I would do like 12 days, and I would try to do 2 to 3 files per day, a freebie, and then one for annual supporters, and then one for all my supporters. But I decided I would just do all the files this month, Christmas themed, except maybe 1 or 2 of my Zoomers. That Zoomers tab is closing, so we may be doing some regular projects on that. However, I am popping in some tutorial videos to help you through your Christmas, and I'm also popping out some free files. Like on Tuesday, I popped in a file, and I'll show that to you here for Kids Crafts, and I did post it on Patreon for you guys too. So there are going to be some surprise files thrown in there as well, not just your normal files. All the files on Thursdays are going to be tutorial files and Christmas themed, and they are free. You can go to my profile and grab those and get those from there. And let's see. There was something else. Trying to think. But anyway, I'm posting them in the group, and you can search the hashtag CWA12days. So CWA 12 days, and you will find all the freebie files that I'm posting. All the Christmas files, supporter, the freebies, all of them will be under that hashtag. On my profile, they will also be there with the hashtag. Hey, Lou. So, just so you guys know, that giveaway is coming, and all these files are coming to you guys. And if you're a Patreon supporter, on Monday, you got 2 files. You got a card and a box. So, and actually, Actually, you got more than that because there were 2 boxes in your file. So you actually got 3 files on Monday if you were a supporter. Okay, so let's pop over to Designspace. But before I go any further, hopefully everybody's getting their 7.12 Designspace update. And things are coming, and I'm even going to cover some mobile here in just a second. If you go into your settings menu and click on what's new, right here we got a personalized profile background image. Woohoo! And I'll show you mine here in just a second. I've had mine a couple of weeks, but I couldn't show it to you guys. So the app experience. Now when you go into the app experience, you can switch between the beta version and the live version. It is now working. Remember that we got it in 7.11, but 7.10 didn't have that option, the app experience. And I reminded you guys that you wouldn't be able to switch back and forth without uninstalling and reinstalling. Now you don't have to do that. You can simply swap back and forth, and it's automatically going to switch it for you. Since we have this 7.12 update, it is now working, and I just tried it, and it works great. However, I can't show you because I can't go back and I can't show you what I have on my beta. So, sorry, but I just want to make sure you guys knew that. Keyboard shortcuts. We have keyboard shortcuts. Now, just before we came in, I went into the group files. You can go to learn.cricut.com and go to the cheat sheets and get it there and download it to your computer. Or I put it for convenience for all of you guys in the group files as well, so that you've got a couple of places to find it should you need it. So it's going to be there, and I plan on uploading the other learn.cricut.com cheat sheets for you guys for easy access. But you can go to Cricut and get them, or you can come into the group and get them. And once I finish the live tonight, I will try to get those up this evening. So lots and lots and lots of fun. Now, I just downloaded and just got my cheat sheet on this. Guys, I'm going to tell you, some shortcuts I can remember, some I cannot. So, we all know Control-X, Control-C, Control-V, and D for duplicate, all that. I don't always remember the other ones. And it's just going to be short and simple and easy. You're going to remember what you use. And you're going to need the cheat sheet for things that you don't use often. So that's the way that works out. Let's see. Let's go in and take a look. Look at the profile. Now you can update. You're going to click right here and you can update your profile. And you can put in your little photo, whatever it is that you want to put up into that area. How cool is that? Love. Here are the 2 files right here that we're doing tonight. And there are 2. Why are there 2? There are 2 because some of you guys are on Android and some of you guys are on mobile. And in this card that I used a pattern upload, a Cricut pattern. And you can't open patterns on mobile yet. Okay? So there are 2. And if you click on them, you will see this one says pattern upload in it. This one will not open for you. This is the exact same file right here, but instead of that pattern on this piece and the pattern on this piece, they're just blank so that you can put your own patterns in. So if you're on a mobile device or an Android device, you can still open them. All right, so while they look identical, they are not identical. Okay. Here is your freebie file that I put up for everybody. This is your kids' craft, and I'll show you that. It's the Advent ornaments for your little ones to make. Super easy and simple, and they can stuff candy or notes or whatever in them, and there is a video on that. And I think that is all I have released publicly. And I'll show you what our supporters have gotten so far here when we go overhead. Let me change, and let's take a look at the mobile. If you have not updated your Cricut Designspace mobile app and you use mobile, you may want to go do that. Because when you go to new image and you click on text, of course you've got your new bounding box, and now you can just start typing your text without having to pick the font first, which we got that last update, right? But look. Dum, da, da, dum. Curved text. Curved text on mobile. You got it. It's ready. You guys have it. So go and update your Designspace app on mobile. It's here. Okay? So that being said, these are the two boxes. I did one with solid panels, and you can do it two ways. I did this one box with two different ways so that you can learn to decorate it however you want. And then this box is the same on both sides. This one has the cutout in it. Okay, and of course you can contour it out. I'm going to show you, teach you guys contour tonight, so you can contour this out and slice what you want out of there if you want to. So that was that, and then I love the rich brown glitter on this with the copper, and we debossed Happy Holidays on there. This was inspired, I think it was Spellbinders. I could be wrong. It might have been. I don't know. I think it was Spellbinders. I'm pretty sure it was Spellbinders inspired. They did some kind of card and die, and I saw it, and I kind of made it my own. I added some things to it. I didn't get my tails close enough together. If you're doing this card, make sure you get those tails closer together. This looks a little bit better. So, super fun card that you got if you were a supporter. Okay? Here are the little ornaments with their little tags. I put that tag on backwards, sorry. There we go. And super easy and simple. It's just a square of paper, and you can do these, and they can hang all of these on the tree. They will hold Hershey Kisses or a nugget. The great thing is you can size them up. I wouldn't go any smaller, but you can size them up and make them larger. But all they're going to do is glue that seam. Once it's glued, they're going to pinch the bottom shut, glue it shut. They're going to line up their holes at the top when they pinch that. I like to do the top first. Pinch the top first and glue it with those holes so they can get their ribbon in. And then this end goes opposite. That's all there is to it. Gluing it. Super easy and simple for them. Is everybody with me so far? All right, let's pop over to Designspace. As always, if you have any questions, you need help with anything, ask. We're happy to help. We're going to go over to my canvas. I'm going to pull up the one that has the pattern in it just because it's already there. And I will show you guys. You're going to look at, if you are using the one and uploading your own pattern, whatever, you're going to have this cover. Here's your card base. This piece is acetate. It is optional. You don't have to have that. I just use it because it makes it more authentic for the shaker. Here's your little hanger piece. This piece is a pattern upload. And when you're doing this piece, you want to keep in mind, or if you're using a pattern paper, use something that's got a very small, tight group of images in it to make it look like little shaker pieces. That's my little tip on that. When you go into your file, you're going to change it from basic cut to print and cut, and then you're going to change it from color to pattern. And the pattern is, and the pattern that I used is right here. And I'm just going to duplicate this because I don't want to mess that up, and then I can delete it. So all you're going to go in and do is click on the pattern. And once the pattern uploads in there, and you can see that that is really, really small, but I couldn't make it out, but that is okay if you want it to be that way. You want to keep it small, but you can edit that pattern and bring it up just a little bit and get it where you want it. leaving it kind of small, but not too small. You want to be able to see what they are. And then you're good to go. Super easy and simple. The same thing with this one. This pattern, this piece is my solid red piece, but this piece in the file, and this one's a little bit tricky. I'm going to duplicate that one because I'm going to take it apart and show you. This piece, I'm going to unflatten, and I'm also going to change my canvas, and you will see why. I'm going to make my canvas something different, like yellow. Let's go yellow today. All right, look at that. If I unflatten that, because I started with this piece right here, but when I went into my print and cut and I changed it from a color to a pattern, and I selected that pattern, if you'll notice, this one has a black background, okay, and this one has a green. If you want the green background, that's perfectly fine, but if you select the one, I think the green one is the one that didn't, yeah, the green one is the one. You see back there, this one is black, and it's okay, but if you look, it was kind of weird. Right there in the center, and it's not going to show because we're using it as a pattern, they didn't make that background the same size as the pattern. So it's kind of wonky in there. So all I did, because I'm not using it as a top panel and it's going to get covered, it didn't matter to me. So all I did was duplicate the square and make it white. You can make it whatever color. If you want it to be that green color, just set it as a green color. I align them to the center because I don't want to print that and then all of those little houses start cutting out by themselves. Remember, when you flatten something, even though it says print and cut over here, if you can see that grid behind it or you can see your canvas behind it, that's going to cut out. It is going to cut out, even on a pattern. So make sure that you're flattening to it. So we're going to line it to the same size square, center, with both of them selected in the layers panel. You're going to flatten them together. And then that's going to give you one, it's going to print this and then one solid square cut. Hey, I'm not sure who that is on Facebook. I don't have my Facebook up because I had my Designspace up on my phone. So if you're on Facebook and you're talking, it's one of my Zoomers. It must be Swirly or Corinne or Tina. Might be Carla. Might be Jen. Carla, yay! I found them. Hi, Carla. So make sure that you're checking that on your patterns when you use those pattern uploads. If you can see your grid behind it, your canvas, make sure you flatten it to its shape. So all of these are kind of self-explanatory. Oops, I don't want to twist that. I'm still getting used to the new handles too, guys. So this is all going to layer up. Arrange, bring this to the front. And I do have the pin in here for the inside of the card and then on the front as well. And then this is your pattern piece. I'm not going to save this, but just so you can see how it goes. And then this is going to stack up. So remember I said you're just going to see the edges of that piece. It doesn't matter that it was messed up. And then this is your window piece, your acetate. And I just used a scrap to change the shape. What if you wanted to cut, I don't know, one of the oblong ornaments out of this or a square ornament out of this and maybe do one of the red trucks on this piece of paper over here instead. There's tons of things that you can do with this card. So to change that shape, I'm just going to duplicate it so that I have my original and I'm not messing with that. And bring this to the front. Let's get all of this stuff out of the way so we don't lose anything. I'm just going to slide all that over. We're going to take this and I'm going to detach. And I'm going to move my Merry Christmas over because I may use it again. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to contour. And I'm going to take out, this is the way contour works. It either removes the inside cut line, which is this cookie looking piece, or it's going to remove the outside. If I remove the outside, it's just going to cut the center, okay? And if I remove the inside, then it's going to leave me a solid piece. That's why I said duplicate, because once you slice from this, you will lose whatever was on there. The shape will never come back. Right now I can go in and I can contour and get it back. Once I slice to it or weld to it, it's gone. Okay? So make sure you're duplicating. So now I've got that solid piece, and I'm going to go in and let's go to images and let's type in ornament. Wow, lots of shapes. There we go. So maybe you want to do this shape right here, or even this shape. Let's go with this one. That's cute. I like that one too. I'm going to go with the snowflake. I'm going to go with original. So I'm going to pick that one. Say we wanted to do that shape. You're going to bring this in, and I am just going to contour out the inside cut lines. Now I can do that one at a time, or I can click hide all contours, and it's going to take out all of those inside cut lines. So I have a solid piece. I am going to bring that. Now if you plan to use that snowflake, duplicate it so that you can get your snowflake back, because once I slice here, it's gone. Okay? I'm going to bring this back, and I'm going to line it up there and see if it's going to fit. Maybe I have to shrink it down for this shape just a little bit. And maybe bring this up. Now I'm going to bring this piece over. I created this piece. I'm going to bring this to the front. And that's okay. I kind of like it on there like that. That's a little tall. You might want to make it a little bit smaller. But if you're going to do that, duh. What did I just finish telling you guys to do before you make changes? Duplicate. Now I did deboss these, and I forgot to change them to pins, so I will save this. I will have to change those. These will be set on pin, and you guys need to change them to deboss if you want to deboss. Because let me just do that now before I forget. They should be on pin so that you guys can use them. So let's say I want to use that shape. I'm going to shrink that down for this shape. Just a little bit. There we go. Oops. I always hit that bar, my scroll. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to duplicate it once again. All right. And we're just going to get rid of all those attached lines. Don't need it for this. I'm going to, there's the one. There it is. I was fixing to say, I thought I duplicated it. It's still pushing it over to that side. So right here, I've got that on there. I am going to select my ornament shape, and I'm going to select my brown card. I'm going to align it center horizontally. And if you look in the layers panel, only things I have selected are those two pieces. They're in the darker gray, and my slice is available. So I'm going to slice. And now it's to the top, so you can see that and get rid of those. I'm going to arrange that piece there to the back. And then I'm going to select just that ornament piece without my lines on it. And maybe I should align that. Oops, I missed it. Align that, center it horizontally. And then we're going to weld. So now, and I'll leave this in the file for you guys for this one. And if you want it in the other file, you just have to be able to open it up on a computer, and then you can copy and paste it into, you copy it here, open up the other file, and paste it. I'm going to arrange and bring this to the front. And that looks pretty good. Align, center it horizontally, and attach. So now I have a brand new shape. I'm going to arrange, bring this to the front, or send this to the back, whatever it wants to do. I'm going to select those lines and change them to the pen on operation so that you guys can open it. Just change them to the boss when you're ready to use it. And now you have another shape for this card. I'm going to group those. You need to make sure that your square is going to work. If it's not, see that? You'll want to enlarge it. Just make it so that it fits. And then duplicate that size here. So if this is 3.014, you'll need to make that 3.014. Just large enough to cover the inside of the shape. Okay? So make sure that when you're changing your shapes that you pay attention to your image at the back. Okay? I'll leave that one larger. Let's just make both of them larger. It doesn't matter if it's bigger for the other one. 3.014. That way, no matter what you cut, it will work for either front piece. There we go. So now you have options in this free file. Again, if you go to my profile, both files are there for you. Okay? Both files are available. All right. So let's put it together. It's super easy. Super, super easy. The kids can help you with this one too. Does anybody have any questions about contour or patterns? I know there's a little bit of lag, and I am working on correcting all of that. I had to replace my computer to fix it. So you're going to fold your base in half, and then we're going to start with our print and cut. It's got the wonky little square at the back. And I'm just going to use some tape runner on this card for time purposes of the video. And we're going to line that up on our card base. Oops. And this is a very thin, I just did like an 1/8 of an inch border on this piece. So really small, there we go. Got that piece on our card. Then you can come in and do your solid red piece. And you can change this up, guys. Remember that other pattern had the black background with the pink and yellow houses? That would be so cute with some pink, different color Christmas cards. And we're going to place that one down. And this is why I call it my fake shaker, because I have this little piece here that looks like shaker pieces because it's so small. Oops, I did that backwards. You want to put it on this piece first. I'm going to put that to the side. I messed up. And then you have your acetate. This is just a scrap that I had. This is the clear acetate. It's on Cricut.com. And if you use my links down below, I will earn a small commission. I thank you for supporting the channel and the group by using that. So take your acetate, peel your clear protective liners off of it, and pop it down right over that shape. That way you've got that shiny little look to help it look like a shaker. And then I'm just going to use another little bit of tape runner just on the sides of that acetate. And we're going to pop this little panel. And you don't even have to worry about getting it straight. You just have to get it closed on that circle. That's why I say the kids can help you with this card. It's super easy and simple. And I forgot to put tape all the way around, but I'll just use some glue. Make sure you tape all the way around on your corners. I'll just glue them down. because I'm not going to pull it off of there and rip my cardstock. Glue those corners down. There we go. So that's done. And then you've got your little ornament piece, a little bit of glue on there. Not even worried about the glue at the top because we're going to put a bow on there. And you can, if the kids are helping you make these, guys, you can put the you can make their bows up for them ahead of time if they're really small. That's probably more than enough. Can you guys believe it's July already? Oops. Yeah, super cute. And you can use so many different pieces of your scrap pattern papers, probably, for this. My puppy got locked in before I went live, and now she's whining to get out of the craft room. So make your little bows, and then you can just trim them off like you want. I got some fraying right there. Get rid of it. Okay, and then on these, I'm just going to go to the back side here where the bulk of the knot is. I use these Scotch Create clear adhesive dots. They're really thin, but they're super, super sticky. The only thing I don't like about them is that these little clear plastic liners that are on there have static cling. Super, super, super static cling. And I'm placing one on each one of the tails as well. And I kind of missed that one. There we go. I can't get rid of it. So I'm just going to stick 4 of them on there. And then they can just peel their liners off themselves if you use those. Like I said, those liners will be everywhere though. And then we're just going to place our bow. I cut that tail a little short, but oh well. Super easy and simple. All right, does anybody have any questions? And I meant to show you guys, here is the printout of the Designspace shortcuts that you just got in this version. So they have it split up for your general. These are the actions, what the shortcut is for Windows. And here's your Mac over here. And I'm on a Mac, so if I want to save my project, I can just hit the Command S key and save. If I want to undo, I can hit Command Z instead of clicking undo. So if you're having problems with your mouse and you can't click, there's always a way to save, because I've had that happen before. My mouse died and I wasn't able to click on save. And so it was like, okay, get it going pretty good, and then you know, hopefully I can get enough click on it to save my project. Now we don't have to. We can hit the save. I don't know if that messed us up on our shortcuts for our shapes or not. I haven't tried yet. Used to we could click on shapes. Once we had clicked on shapes at least once, then we could go in and hit, I apologize, my dog is whining. The number 1. I think it may have messed us up there. We'll see. 1 minute. That's enough. You want it in here. That's enough. I'm sorry. the number 2, 3, 4. Nope, we lost them. We used to be able to hit our number keys and bring up our shapes, and now we don't have that anymore. But we do have the other shortcuts, which are probably a little bit more helpful than those were anyway. All right, does anybody have any other questions? Oh, before I forget, you guys may have wondered what this is. I just let her out. I'm sorry. Let's go. You might have seen this in the corner. This is tomorrow's project. You're getting an iron-on project and an AutoPress video. And this is a really long iron-on. But guys, we are having an ugly t-shirt party. So we are going to do ugly t-shirt iron-ons for you guys to participate with in the group. I don't know what I'm going to give away on that yet, but we are going to have an ugly t-shirt party. So get ready to make your ugly t-shirts. And you can use this, it's going to come out tomorrow. You can use that actual pattern or you can make your own. So more details are coming on that one as well. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for all my supporters and my admin. Greatly appreciate you guys. Couldn't do any of this without you. Don't forget, if you're on mobile, you have curved text. Go and play. And post up your projects that you make with these hashtag CWA 12 days so that we can find your Christmas projects. All right, guys, you have a great night. Happy crafting. Please give a thumbs up, like, share. Super thanks. We greatly appreciate you guys.